Hey bestie, hey boo thing. I am so glad that you are here. Okay, I'm coming begging. Okay, I'm coming begging because a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? Okay, so if you have not already taken care of these little tiny housekeeping things, I would love for you to do that now. All right, I need you to please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I hope that by the end of the episode, at least you will have liked the video, comment in the comment section, and last but certainly not least, would you please share this episode with someone that you know would enjoy it also. It's coming up in Hey bestie, hey boo thing, hey loves, hey lights, hey you and you and you and you and all of y'all over there. And even you in the back, I see you. I want to say welcome to another edition of the Life Unscripted podcast by Organized Energy. I'm your girl Tiff. And I'm just excited that you stopped by and you're going to share some of your time with me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So beyond being hostess, I'm going to say the hostess with the mostess of this amazing show. I also happen to be, let me clear my throat on this one, y'all. I also happen to be a new author. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, clap it up for your girl. I'm super excited about that new title, being a new author and being a new publisher. Okay, I'm a new publisher too, y'all. So I'm going to help you all with y'all books. I'm so excited about that whole process. It's been amazing with getting mine out, and I cannot wait to help you guys get yours out too. So hit me up if that's something that you're wanting assistance with. So for the longest now, I've been working on that project, right? And we're going to get to what I want to get to about this show today. But I want to just put this out here because I am really excited, and I really haven't taken the time to celebrate like I probably should. I'm just stay in work mode so much, you guys, and I have to stop and just kind of celebrate even small moments because every single moment in life matters. If you haven't figured that part out, man, where have you been the last couple of years with all that's been going on? So every moment matters. And I want to just kind of get in the practice and the habit of celebrating more. So with that, I want to celebrate with you. So many of you all, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that I have been a small business owner for like well over 18 years. And that has just been amazing. I've had ups, I've had downs. I've been in one industry, then another industry, done this, I've done that. I've done all kinds of things. But I absolutely love the thrill there is in being a serial entrepreneur. I absolutely love business planning, business strategy, all that stuff. I just love it. And I absolutely love podcasting. It's amazing spending time with you guys. And so I have married those two passions, and ta-da comes all kinds of stuff as a result. It's one thing for you to tune in and listen to other people's podcasts. That's awesome. And I appreciate you. But what would it be like if you were to host your own show? And I want to help you do that. Podcasting is very similar to any other brand development, small business development, very similar. And you can, of course, do this for leisure, or you can do it for an actual business, like, wanting to monetize your platform. There's so many things you can do with podcasting, but I want to show you how to do that. And so I've got a couple new books out that like kind of talk about the business side, how to approach podcasting from a business point of view, how to kind of plan it out like a business 101 using podcasting as the case study. And it's super simple. The content is so easy to digest, and the graphics they're beautiful. They're so beautiful. I'm really proud because I did a lot of the graphics myself, and they are gorgeous. I didn't do them all myself, but I did majority of them, and I'm super excited. So anyway, I want you guys to check that out after you hear today's show, okay? So I want you to head over to organizedenergy.co/isthisthingOn, okay? organizedenergy.co/isthisthingOn. And there you will see what I've been working on, y'all. So I haven't done like a really like big official whatever, an announcement or a big launch. Again, I'm so simple, you guys. I'm really shy. And so I've not really I've just not really even celebrated this. And it's a great accomplishment, and I'm super excited about it, but I've just been very tight-lipped about it. So you get a chance, go over there and check it out. Again, organizedenergy.co/isthisthingOn. All right. So that's that on that. But I also want to know, how have you guys been doing? How are you doing? How are you faring in this world? Let me know. Go to the site and hit me up and let me know what you're thinking. How you doing? If I can pray for you for anything, tell me, some great things that's been happening with you and whatever you got going on. Okay. So go over to the site. It's organizedenergy.co/podcast. organizedenergy.co/podcast, and you'll see a spot on there where you can leave a voice recording for me, or you can just type in a message. But I would love to hear from you guys and just know how you're doing. Okay. All right. So got that out of the way. Now, along the lines of knowing how you're doing, this is going to be a really short and sweet episode, but I definitely want to, give you something to think about. All right. Today's episode, I want to, and you might already be doing this. Okay. So I might be preaching to the choir with some of you guys, but others may not be doing this just yet. And we want to maybe encourage some positive change where conversation is concerned. So I spoke with a person maybe a couple of months ago, and she said something to me that I absolutely loved. So I, over time, have had a couple of accountability partners. I've been an accountability partner for numerous of people. And one thing that what I would always make sure myself and the accountability partners would touch on during our, weekly check-ins would always be, what are your wins? What have your wins been, within the past week since we've last chatted or checked in with each other? And I always look forward to hearing what, my person's wins were, because I just love to cheerlead people on, and I love to celebrate, with them. I'm there to cheer you on during your highs. I'm there to pray with you through your lows. And that's what I feel like a friend should do. And that was with an account, when I would be in accountability partner type of scenarios. But beyond that, I really, it's just not a part of regular conversation with those I speak with more frequently, right? And so I was speaking with this person a couple of months ago, and she was sharing with me that, she and her friends, they would spend so much time griping about just things, relationships, work, whatever, just life, just griping about some things. And one day, her friend kind of changed the trajectory of their conversations. And the friend was like, I want to know about your wins. Let's talk about something positive. Let's accentuate the positive. Those weren't her exact words, but basically that's the sentiment. And, they begin to, when they check in with each other as friends, as besties, one of the things that they are intentional about doing is asking, intentionally they're asking, what have your wins been, in the past week? And whereas like from a business perspective or people that I'm working with on some sort of professional level, absolutely, that's something that I discuss with people when we're doing accountability type of sessions. What are your wins? Because it is important to shift mindset. And a part of shifting mindset is to really emphasize like gratitude, and really be intentional about having gratitude and having a life that is reflective of that. But I never really thought about that on a personal level, just in everyday encounters with like your friends, like the people that you really deal with more personally. And so that being said, I want to challenge you guys to think about that. And you might already do that. But if you don't, and you deal with anyone, friends, colleagues, family, whoever, I want to challenge you to be more intentional about accentuating the real positive, not the fake, phony stuff you see being posted on social media. People accentuate the fake positive. They make like everything's just gravy. Everything's just perfect. They're living their best life. And maybe they are, but y'all know half of them ain't doing all that. They faking and fronting they doing it for the gram. And I mean, you just know, like people forget that we know them in real life. Like I know people that, you know what's really up, and they don't really keep it all the way funky. Like they don't keep it funky. They want to fake. And so not that kind of celebrate your wins. I mean the real wins. And I'm going to tell you, even if a win is a very seemingly basic to someone else, but it's a major deal for you. Like if the winter blues is a time that you really, or the winter is a time that you experience the blues, and you really, maybe suffer from depression, anxiety, and things like that, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, during certain months. And it might be tougher for you just to get out of the bed sometimes. It might be tough just to get out of the bed and just take a shower sometimes when you're battling the blues or depression or anxiety or being bipolar and things like that, right? And so with that, literally a win could, for a person that's and I'm going to tell you, like, this is me. Like, that's me. Okay. And so a win could definitely be the fact that you were able to just get up out of bed and take your shower. That can definitely be a win for someone who that right there is a huge thing to accomplish when they're going through something mentally or emotionally, if that's, a struggle that they have annually or whatever, that's not me all the time, but absolutely, I can definitely empathize with someone that struggles with that, because I've been there, done that, and sometimes revisit that place, So a win could be that you literally was able to make a meal today. Some people, everyone's not having like a huge buffet of food available to them. There are people who it's a big deal that they could have a full meal because they might be winging it and having bits and pieces and the best they can do sometimes. So a win could be that a person was able to have a full meal and a delicious meal and a hot meal, or maybe that their meal, maybe they're used to normally eating alone because they just are alone and feel isolated. So maybe a win was simply that they were able to enjoy a meal and break bread in the presence and with the company of someone else. That's a win for someone who is struggling with feeling alone, or not having that circle that they would like to have that others, have the benefit of enjoying, a community, a family, a circle of supporters and people that love them. Everybody doesn't have that. So I say that to say, those are the real wins. Okay. Those are the real wins, and the wins that people can't fake on social media. But I want you to be more intentional about documenting your wins just for your own records. Document your wins on a daily basis. If you are someone who loves to journal, or if you're someone that just keeps up with a planner or whatever, and if you don't, please start. please start to make documenting at least one win and hopefully more a part of your daily process. Because again, it's all about shifting mindset. And this is something that I think would definitely help with that. But in addition to documenting and journaling or listing your wins for yourself, it would be absolutely amazing. It would be incredible if you could hold a friend or someone special to you accountable and that you ask them. So when you all are on the phone or when you're meeting or when you're whatever, that when you're texting, to make sure that we keep the conversation positive and on a high note and in the spirit of joy and peace and love and light and gratitude. Let's not gripe so much and let's find some ways to interject, to insert opportunities to celebrate, to be happy about something and to list those things. Because I know that it seems like life sucks sometimes. I totally get that, but there are great reasons to smile also while we're here. And so that's the main thing that I wanted to share with you guys today. Super short and sweet and simple, but I hope it packed a punch for you, that in a good way. I hope that you feel my love for you. I really do love each of you. I appreciate you supporting the show. And I hope that you are just living for real and not faking your best and most blessed life. Like, material things, okay, whatever. But I mean, the incredible things like love, peace, joy, light, being able to sleep, having a place to just lay your head, feeling safe, that's when you're winning, that's when you're winning. And so that being said, okay, so don't forget, change the trajectory of those conversations. Make sure you're holding your friends accountable, asking them what their wins are. When you talk to them, make that a part of the conversation. And go over to organizedenergy.co/is this thing on, so that you can help celebrate my win and that I can help you accomplish a win too, because it's a win-win when you go over there and cop some of my new products and books and all that good stuff, because I want you to win. I love when you listen to my show, but I want to help you get your own going. Okay. Again, and anybody can launch a podcast. I'm not saying it takes a lot, but everybody can't treat that podcast with the tender love and care, the business strategy, the insight that the podcast might really deserve, so that it can do what you want it to do. So I put my own show's growth and my own further development, I guess I should say, of my own show on pause, so that I can pour into you guys and create this programming. Now that I got that stuff out the way, it's time for me to get my own stuff back going. But I kind of stopped production and didn't really put out a lot of content on my own show, because I've really been working hard and around the clock, you guys, to get that stuff out. Because podcasting super duper fun, but I've been doing business for 18 years or better. And when I began podcasting, I didn't quite have it all the way right. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, honestly. But as I continued down that path, I was like, oh, this is what I can do. Oh, this is what people can do. Ooh, da 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 da. And just things began to come to me. And I put my show on pause to kind of put some of that stuff into action and into pages of a book and courses and all this. And I just kind of merged my love for business and business development and strategy with that new hobby of podcasting. And so that kind of took over. And so I didn't even get to continue to pour into my own show, because I could not wait to help you guys get your own going. So I'm like, my goodness. So, but that being said, go on over there, head over to the site, check it out, share it with a few friends. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're doing. Like I said, don't forget to check the website and just kind of check in with me. Let me know what you're working with, what you're doing. If I can pray for you for anything, tell me what your wins are, all that good stuff. All right. I love you. I really do. I love you, love you, love you. I'm praying for you, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your week. Okay. You be blessed, never stressed, and all that stuff. I ran out of rhyming words, y'all. That's all I got for you today. On that note, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
It is awesome to listen to my show, but wouldn't it be amazing if you could launch your very own? Go from listening to launching when you pick up my new book called Is This Thing On? The Super Simple Guide to Planning, Launching, and Scaling Your Podcast. And of course, it was written by a podcaster for new and aspiring podcasters.
Building a brand and operating a business can get a little hectic sometimes. I mean, there's a million things to do and you only have 2 hands, but not to fret. I've got some goodies for you. I want you to visit organizedenergy.co/spill the tea. organizedenergy.co/spill the tea. I have curated a list of some of the favorite tools and resources that I use as I operate my business that have been amazing for me. They have helped me to save time. They have helped me to build my team. They have helped me to stay connected with my people. And I absolutely love so many of these tools. I want to share them with you, and it's free to download. So again, go to organizedenergy.co/spill the tea so that I can help you get started working smarter and not harder.